The dark side of Thai tourism nobody shows. Everyone online shows you the same Thailand. Crystal clear water, luxury condos for peanuts, street food for £1, and smiles everywhere. It looks like the perfect escape, and that's exactly why millions of people go every year. But here's the problem. That version of Thailand is carefully edited, it's filtered, it's selective, and it leaves out everything that might make you think twice. Because if people saw the full picture, some of them wouldn't get on that plane. Today, we're talking about the side of Thailand tourism that doesn't get views on Instagram, the stuff behind the scenes, the parts that don't fit the fantasy. Now, people still talk about Thailand like it's some hidden gem. It's not. It hasn't been for a long time. Thailand is one of the most visited countries on the planet. We're talking over 30 million tourists a year, consistently in recent years. Before COVID, it hit nearly 40 million in 2019. That's a global tourism machine. Now think about what that actually means on the ground. Airports packed, beaches crowded, roads jammed, tourist hotspots completely saturated. Places like Phuket and Pattaya aren't just busy, they're built around tourism. Entire areas exist purely to serve foreigners, and when you have that level of volume, you don't get authenticity, you get efficiency, you get systems designed to extract money quickly, you get businesses that don't care if you come back, because there's another 1 million people arriving next week. Now, tourism doesn't just affect prices and crowds, it affects the country itself. Take Thailand's islands, for example. They look untouched in photos, but the reality is very, very different. Mass tourism has created coral reef destruction from boats and snorkeling, waste management problems, overuse of natural resources, and construction everywhere. There was a point where Maya Bay had to be completely shut down for years. Why? Because it was being destroyed. Too many boats, too many people, too much damage, and it wasn't recovering. That's what happens when paradise becomes a product. Now, let's get specific. Some tourist islands produce far more waste than they can handle. We're talking thousands of tons of rubbish with nowhere to go. Landfills overflowing, waste being burned, plastic ending up in the ocean, and tourists are a big part of that. Every bottled drink, every takeaway container, every beach party, it all adds up. But you don't see that in travel vlogs, do you? You just see the coconut with a straw in it. Now this next one will surprise people. Islands like Koh Samui have had serious water shortages. Hotels need water, pools need water, tourists use more water than locals. So what happens? Demand explodes and supply struggles to keep up. Some areas rely on water being transported in. Imagine going to a tropical island and it's running out of water. That's not paradise. That's mismanagement mixed with over-tourism. Now, everyone's favourite subject. Let's talk about money. Because this is where a lot of people get a shock. Thailand used to be cheap, proper cheap, backpacker cheap. Now, it depends where you are and how you live. Tourist areas have seen serious price increases. Hotels that used to be £20 are now £50 and above. Beachfront spots charging Western prices. Nightlife don't even start. And then there's the hidden costs. Now, of course, this isn't always talked about openly, but it's so real. Foreigners often pay more. Sometimes it's small. Sometimes it's ridiculous. Examples: dual pricing at attractions, taxes refusing meters, inflated prices in markets. Now come on, let's be real, not everyone does this, but enough places do that it becomes part of the experience. And if you don't know better, you just simply pay it because you're on holiday and they know that. Now, here's the trap a lot of foreigners fall into. You arrive thinking everything's cheap, I'll live like a king. So you eat out every day, drink regularly, travel constantly, upgrade your whole lifestyle, and before you know it, you're spending more than you would back home. Thailand doesn't drain your wallet instantly, it drains it slowly, very politely, with a smile. Now, let's address the part people either exaggerate or completely ignore. Scams. They exist, and some of them are ridiculously well practiced. You've got the classics, like jet ski scams. You rent it, come back, suddenly it's damaged, and now you owe a big chunk of money. Taxi games, meter not working, flat fee that's double or triple the price. Gem scams, you're told it's a government-backed deal. Spoiler alert, it's not. Fake tours, cheap price, terrible experience, or simply doesn't exist. Now, these types of scams have been around for years, which tells you something: they work. So, why don't they disappear? Simple answer: money. Tourism brings in trillions of baht every year, and where there's money, there's always opportunists. Now, to be fair, the Thai government has made efforts to clean things up, but when you've got millions of short-term visitors, it's very hard to control everything, because again, if one tourist gets burned, there's another one arriving tomorrow. Now, you might ask yourself, what do locals really think about tourists? Now, obviously, this is the part that makes people uncomfortable, because everyone wants to believe they're loved everywhere they go. Really, it's more complicated. Tourists equals income. The first thing to understand: tourism is business. You are not just a guest, you are part of the whole economy, and in many areas, a very important part. So yes, people are friendly, but sometimes that friendliness is professional, not personal. Now, let's flip it. From a local perspective, prices go up because of tourism. Crowds make daily life harder. Cultural disrespect happens regularly, and over time, that builds frustration. You might not see it directly. Thai culture avoids confrontation, but it's definitely there. Now, onto tourist behaviour, and let's be honest about it. Some tourists behave well, some don't. You've got drunk behaviour, disrespect towards culture, treating the country like a playground, and when locals see that repeatedly, it changes how they view foreigners, not individually, but collectively. Now, you have to admit that Thailand is changing, and tourists are definitely noticing. Thailand isn't frozen in time, it's evolving, and not everyone likes the direction it's going in. Rising costs plus competition. Countries like Vietnam and Indonesia are stepping up their game. Cheaper in some cases, less saturated, new experiences. So Thailand definitely has competition now, and tourists are starting to compare. Now, in 2025, tourism numbers dropped slightly. Not any major disaster, but it shows something important. Thailand isn't guaranteed to dominate forever. If prices rise too much, if experiences decline, people will go elsewhere. It's as simple as that. So let's swiftly move on to the Instagram fantasy versus the reality. And this is the biggest illusion of all. Social media has completely warped expectations. You see empty beaches, perfect lighting, peaceful environments. What you don't see, 200 people just outside the frame, noise from boats, trash in certain areas. Content creators know how to frame things, and fair enough, they're selling a dream. But when people arrive expecting perfection, reality hits harder. So here's the truth. Thailand is still an incredible place. It offers things you won't find anywhere else, but it's not perfect, and pretending that it is does more harm than good. If you understand both sides, the beauty and the problems, you'll have a better experience because you're not chasing a fantasy anymore. Thailand isn't just paradise. It's a business, an ecosystem, and a country under pressure. And the more people ignore that, the worse it gets. This has been Thai Talk with Dan Unleashed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care and ciao for now. Bye bye.